You're about to see probably the coolest table saw get put together, so stick around to the end. What I have here is SawStop's ICS 5 horsepower 10-inch table saw, and pretty much every accessory I could throw on this bad boy. So step one, let's put on these rails. So with selecting this model and wanting to have this extension table on this as well, for this accessory I'm putting on over here, I physically had to modify the rail and tube that this fence rides on. So again, this is the rail that I had to modify right there, 1.25 inches. I like to get this first bolt in here, then I can teeter in a position, secure the rest. Well, I guess a little tip you learn doing things by yourself. All right, right off the bat, we got the rails done. Now I opted with a 52-inch fence system, so I'll be able to come out 52 inches. And now the next step will be putting on my first actual accessory, and that's gonna be a router table. So I'll have a full router table set up here, and then I'll have an extension wing that fills between the table saw and the actual router table. So let's get this bad boy in. So that pretty much goes right there. So these are both roughed in. Now we'll put the center piece in. Note, there is 2 holes that are pre-drilled up front and a couple of randos, but you will have to drill hole locations on this. At least I did for this accessory setup. All right, so now we have extension 52 inches. We have our first accessory, which is our router table setup. Now we're gonna put on the actual tube for the fence system for the saw. Now note that this tube was cut down 1.25 inches as well to fit on for this accessory that's going over there. There's one tricky one right above the switch. Fancy fence. And let me tell you, everything is so freaking solid. Such a good feeling. Butter. Freaking butter. So bring the blade up a little bit. It's the 1, 2, 3 block. I want to touch the actual blade tips. Go to the fence right to it until it kisses it. It's actually more precise and better here. All right, right there. So now over here, there is a little gauge. You just kind of move back and forth. And so right here, we're pretty much right on the money. We're a tiny bit off. I mean, we're talking hairs here, but then we'll adjust this. And this secondary measurement is the actual fence comes off of this. There's a secondary fence on, I guess what you could say, but so this is the fence vertically, and then it flops down to showing this. That gives you this measurement here now. So it's a dual measurement here. A really cool feature about this fence, which is their T-Glide Advanced Ripping Fence, is the actual ripping fence part of it. So what this is we have these switches here. So this locks in this whole fence. This can slide out. So if you need to catch an infeed as you're coming in, you can catch it. So this having that ability of sliding this back and forth by itself is really awesome. Then you can attach any kind of feather boards or what you need to rip things down right to this part of this fence. But the cool part is this slides out, this rotates down, and now slides back on. And now you have this style of fence for ripping. So again, different things you can add on. It's just a really cool fence setup that SawStop has come up with right to the actual saw. So definitely a really cool fence setup. All right, this is the fence for the router table. So, this is step 1. Table saw, router table. Now, what's the next thing that you really do need on this? An outfeed table. So the next accessory is outfeed table. So let's throw this bad boy on. All right. This is the outfeed table. Now I did a slight assembly first. There's a whole process to this. Did not record that, but follow step by step, you'll get the idea. Okay, the cool thing about this, it is actually foldable. So these go up. So that's a cool accessory. It can be full out of the way or physically used. But most of the time I'm gonna be using it, so it's gonna be out. So probably one of the coolest things about this saw is what is going right here. All right, so this is why I had to modify this rail and tube, is I had to put this bracket here, which has this return mount that needed to modify these two pieces. But in my eyes, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. So without further ado, this is SawStop's large crosscut panel slider. And when I say large, it's pretty big. So let's drag this bad boy in. All right, this is the main section of this slider. So this is a whole, I'm standing in it obviously, but this is a whole crosscut slider setup. And when I saw this whole thing, I always thought, like, man, it'd be so amazing, because you make these fixtures, and SawStop makes another smaller version, but this large one where I can actually rip down some things. So excited for this, because I do so much ripping. So definitely an accessory that I was most excited about. Now we have this whole setup mounted to the table saw. We can mount the actual sled that rides on this, that has the fence for cross-cutting. So let's go ahead and do that. And just like that, we have built the world's coolest table saw. We got a freaking cross-cut slide. We have an outfeed table. We got a built-in rotter table. We got built-in storage. Well, not built-in, but we got storage. What else more do you need? We have it all. This is the world's coolest table saw build. Let me know what you think of this whole entire thing. Drop a comment below. If you're looking for a cool setup like this, visit SawStop. They have a really awesome website. They can literally build out exactly what you're looking for, and you kind of see it come to life, just as you did here. Well, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Now, it's time to get to work.